Hey guys, so I'm super excited for this week's episode because it was inspired by the song Bluest Flame, which is like honestly on repeat right now in my car, at home, everywhere. It's like such a vibe, like I'm not even kidding. I know I tend to say everything's like a vibe and I overhype things, but literally it is a vibe. So I recommend like listening to it. And this episode is inspired by moving on, but it's about, choosing yourself, choosing to live life and let go of anything that doesn't serve you anymore. And it's also about like letting go of a past relationship and feeling like you're finally ready to like move on and let go and start carrying on with your life. So I really hope you guys enjoy, and I'm enjoying this really nice sun today. It's actually really gorgeous. But I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the pod.
Welcome back to another episode of the Chill Out podcast. So if you don't live under a rock, I'm pretty sure that you know that Selena Gomez recently released her joint album with Benny Blanco, which is honestly a masterpiece. And as soon as it came out, I was on YouTube Music streaming it, and I probably listened to it now about like 50 times or more, because as you know, I tend to listen to albums or songs until I literally can't anymore. And music in general, I feel like is so healing. I was listening to the album, and then this one song came on, and it's called Bluest Flame, and it was giving brat energy. And then I learned that Charlie XCX actually co-wrote the song. And let's not even talk about the whole Brat album. Okay, it's honestly such a vibe. So this song instantly became something that I was like, oh my gosh, yes. Like, it just became one of those songs that you play nonstop. Like, since last week Friday when it came out, I've been listening to it. And it sort of takes you back to the moment when you're going out for the night and you're choosing an outfit and you're putting on some lipstick and you're having some pre-drinks with your friend group and just blaring the music to get everyone on the same vibe. And you feel so carefree and you feel so limitless and so relaxed. And I for sure had an era where I was a party girl. Okay, so let's get into that. I for sure enjoyed my early 20s, and I have some great memories and stories from like going to clubs or parties or festivals and just like going out and having super loud music blaring in your ears all night, dancing with your friends and really losing yourself in the music. It's such a euphoric, beautiful, freeing experience when you go out. I remember when I turned 18 and I was in my final year of high school, and me and my best friend at the time would literally go out every week and just dance our entire night away. And like just being young and being carefree and, being so happy to live in the moment. It's honestly one of the best parts of like the human experience and being young, because as you get older and you become an actual adult with responsibilities, things change. But this song, Bluest Flame, literally took me back to those youthful moments of just dancing all night and feeling so free. Like nothing could get me down. And I felt a feeling of like ecstasy. That's the feeling when you're listening to that song. Like you just want to dance, you want to go out, you want to have a good time, you want to be in the moment, and you want to let everything else go. Okay, so I'm not that old, okay? I mean, I can still go out and do my thing, but you know what I mean, okay? I think just as we get older, it's important that we hold on to that like childlike wonder or that carefree energy that we once felt before life and experiences made us jaded and guarded and stressed out. And I'm not saying you need to go out every weekend and go like balls to the walls or even go like specifically to a club. I mean, don't like lose that side of yourself that still has fun, that still wants to live life to the fullest. Rather choose to enjoy those moments of happiness and bliss when doing things that you love, because otherwise, like, what's the point? This is why music is such a beautiful art form and such a powerful healing experience, because it makes you feel so many things. Like, I was still holding on to this old relationship and holding on to the feelings that I had for this person and being so afraid of letting go. And I'm not sure like what has shifted since, like literally since 2 weeks ago, but I feel free. I feel like my eyes sort of opened to how much this has been like holding me back and like sort of keeping me stuck, and how I deserve so much more than what I've gotten. Like, I'm not some perfect person at all, like don't get me wrong, but I know what I give in relationships. I know how much I care for people, and I needed to like come to terms with the fact that it's literally time to move on. It's over. It's done. You've literally done everything that you could, and it's okay. Like, I honestly don't know what shifted mentally for me, but like since last weekend, I'm not even kidding, things have just shifted. But I feel like I'm finally ready to move forward. I feel free, and listening to the song just really takes me back to the Kelly that was like so carefree and full of life and free spirited and was just in the moment. I just loved the vibes, and it reminded me to stop holding myself back and to like let go. Have you ever loved someone so much that it felt like they lived in your literal bloodstream, like they were a part of you? You wake up and he's the first thought in your head, a song plays and you swear it's about him, your phone buzzes, and for a second your heart jumps, only to like realize it's just Uber Eats confirming your order. Like, why does love feel like this? Why does it consume us so much? So that's why I wanted to like introduce you guys to Blue is Flame if you're not familiar with the song, because it's literally a masterpiece. It's sort of like a symbol of an all-consuming love, like the kind that feels hotter, more intense, more unforgettable than anything else. And just acknowledging, I almost just like literally punched myself in the face. Acknowledging that falling in love requires like vulnerability. It's not just about romance. It's about opening yourself up and letting someone see all of that unfiltered, messy, complicated parts of who you are. And that's why it's so damn hard when it ends. So what do we do with that? Like, how do we let go of something that feels like it's literally part of your own heart? And that's the kind of thoughts that I've been having a lot in the last few months. And I feel like I'm at such a transitional period in my life where I'm ready to sort of let go and like shed what no longer serves me. And I feel like that's such a beautiful place to be, because yes, it's scary, but it's also opening you up to so much growth and so much more happiness in your life. Like, breakups are weird, okay? Because one day this person is your like whole world, and the next they're just gone. Like, no more good morning texts, no more late night calls, no more knowing what they had for like lunch or hearing about the annoying coworker they hate. It's like they just evaporate from your life, but somehow they're still literally everywhere, whether that's in a song or in a place or in food. Like, you never know, they're just like everywhere. And that's just like part of that whole romantic journey that you kind of embark on. It's stuff that you kind of have to accept once things end. It's why you'll be fine all day and then suddenly a song comes on, or you pass by a place you went together and like bam, there they are again. And psychologists actually call this intrusive thoughts, when memories pop into your head completely uninvited. And after a breakup, it feels like your brain is obsessed with like keeping that person alive in your mind, which is like so annoying, honestly. But how do you like stop obsessing over them? How do you break free from the cycle of like checking their social media and rereading old messages and wondering what they're doing every second of the day? Look, the only thing you can literally do is like cut off the supply. Your brain is like a detective. It wants to like solve the mystery of what happened. But the more information you give it, like stalking their Instagram or asking like mutual friends about them, playing your song, the harder it is to move on. And if you want to rewire your brain, you have to starve it of any reminders of them. And I know this sounds so dramatic, but I'm not even kidding. That means blocking, muting, unfollowing, deleting, and yes, it feels a bit extreme, but so is your attachment to them right now. Like, you need some distance, and trust me, take it from me firsthand, distance is always the best cure after a breakup. The next thing that I would suggest is rewrite the story. Your brain will cling to the good memories while conveniently forgetting all the reasons why the relationship wasn't perfect. Whenever you catch yourself romanticizing the past, force yourself to recall the full picture. The fights, the red flags, the way that he spoke to you and how he chose his friends over you, the way they made you feel when you weren't happy. Your past self wouldn't want you to forget those things. So distract, but don't suppress. Moving on isn't about pretending that they don't exist. It's about filling your life with so much new energy that they naturally fade into the background. And that means going out, it means traveling, it means trying new things, meeting new people. Every new experience pushes them further into the past. Like falling in love releases dopamine, which means pleasure, oxytocin, which is bonding, and serotonin, which is happiness, which is why love can feel euphoric, like a high. It's like you're rushing on ecstasy and mushrooms at the same time.
What?
When a relationship ends, your brain doesn't get that hit anymore, so it goes into withdrawal. That's why you start obsessing, checking the Instagram, replaying memories. It's not just your heart, it's your brain craving that fix. And the hardest part of moving on is accepting that you don't need closure to heal. You don't need to text them one last time. You don't need to understand why it ended the way it did. You don't need to message them and try and organize a hookup. No. You just need to decide for yourself that their chapter in your life is over. And once you do, once you actually truly accept that, that's when you start to really move on. So why do certain relationships consume us more than others? It could be because of unfinished business. When you didn't get closure, your mind keeps trying to solve the relationship like an unsolved puzzle. It could be about emotional depth. It was the first time you felt truly seen or loved or vulnerable, and that hits hard. It could also be a trauma bond. So if the relationship had highs and lows, example like love bombing or emotional roller coasters, your brain links that intensity with true love, even if it wasn't healthy. Your brain isn't obsessed with him, it's obsessed with the feeling that he gave you. And guess what? You can create that feeling for yourself. So I want to share something with you guys, okay? Because it's been very difficult for me in terms of moving on, and I finally feel like I'm at a really good place where, sure, it still sucks, it's so sad, but I've done all that I could. It's obviously not meant to be, and sometimes you just have to cut your losses and move on, okay? So I want to share with you my no BS guide to moving on. So step 1 is cut the fantasy. Half the time you're not missing him, you're missing the idea of him, the romanticized version that you created in your head. And that's not who he actually was 24/7, or maybe it's not who he is right now. Challenge your thoughts. Write down 5 annoying things he did. Bring yourself back to reality. Step 2 is no contact means no contact. So no late night checking his Instagram to see if he's suffering. No accidentally running into him. No let's stay friends BS. At least not now or ever. Okay? It's not about punishing him, it's about protecting yourself. So don't pop that message and be hey, are you DTF? Okay? No. Step 3 is redirect the obsession. When your brain starts spiraling, interrupt it. Pick something new to obsess over, like fitness, a hobby, a side hustle, something that makes you the main character. If you're gonna be obsessed with something, at least let it be yourself. There's a point in every heartbreak where you realize something big. You're the only one holding yourself back from actually moving forward, not him, not the memories, not the unanswered questions. It's you. And as harsh as that sounds, it's actually the most freeing realization, because if you're the one keeping yourself stuck, that also means that you have the power to pull yourself out of it, right? So the question is, will you? Other days, it's realizing that your happiness is no longer tied to whether or not he texts you back. It's in the way you make your coffee in the morning. It's in the way you blast music in your car. It's the way that you laugh so hard with your friends that you forget that even for a second that your heart was ever broken.
This is just so deep.
Happiness after heartbreak doesn't hit you all at once. It kind of creeps up on you in the smallest, most unexpected moments. Maybe it's when you catch yourself genuinely smiling for the first time in weeks. Maybe it's when you realize you went the whole day without checking his social media or checking your phone to see if he texted you. Or maybe it's the exact moment that you look at his name and feel absolutely nothing. That's when you know, and that's when you realize that you've won. Because the truth is, there's nothing more powerful than a woman who is truly, completely unbothered. When you shift your energy from why doesn't he want me to how can I become the most radiant, joyful, unstoppable version of myself. That's when life starts to feel exciting again. And I know, like, now if you're going through something, it doesn't feel that way. Like, it sucks, and I get it, and I know. But I feel like when you start shifting your mindset to focusing on your life, what you want to achieve, what makes you happy, your energy is now directed from them to you. There's something about music that has this ability to heal in a way that nothing else can. And when you're heartbroken, it's easy to fall into the trap of playing sad songs on repeat or sinking deeper into the feeling. But what if you did the opposite? What if instead of feeding your sadness, you choose to shift your energy? And that's where Bluest Flame comes in, okay? This song, guys, check it out, please. Think about music, okay? Like, sure, I am always loving being a bit emo, listening to some Gracie Abrams, some good Tate McRae. I love a good emo girl moment, and I love sad songs, sad girl era, yes. But think about hyper pop and dance music and how they're like designed to make you move. Like the beats, the tempo, the sheer euphoria of it. It's impossible to listen to a song like that and not feel at least a little bit lighter. Scientifically, movement and music together are one of the fastest ways to rewire your brain and shift your mood. So when you dance, even if it's like alone in your room, your body releases dopamine, which is the same chemical that love once gave you. You're literally tricking your brain into feeling good again, basically. So here's the challenge. Put on your headphones, turn the volume like all the way up, and play Bluest Flame, or play like a really cool dance track that makes you want to vibe, whether it's trance or deep house or EDM, who cares? Like, put on something that really makes you want to vibe out and dance the night away, okay? I'm not kidding. Close your eyes and just move. Like, let go of whatever is weighing you down. Imagine every step, every beat, every movement, like shaking off the energy of the past. You don't have to be over it. You just have to let yourself feel something new. Because maybe that's the real cure to heartbreak. Not dwelling in what was, but allowing yourself to step into what could be. And one of the biggest lies we tell ourselves after a breakup is that we need closure. We think that if we could just have one more conversation, one more answer, one more amount of understanding, then maybe we could move on. But here's the truth. Closure isn't something you get from someone else. It's something you give to yourself. And I know that sounds so cheesy and like so Pinteresty and like whatever, but it is so true. Like, trust me, waiting for closure is just another way of staying stuck. Another way of keeping one foot in the past, hoping that if we understand it enough, it'll hurt less. But what if instead of waiting for some magical conversation that may never come, you decide that the only closure you need is this? It didn't work out. It's okay. Sometimes that's like the only explanation you're ever going to get, and sometimes that's all you need. So what do you do now? Okay, you start living. You stop letting the absence of one person make your world feel small. You go to new places. You make new memories. You rediscover who you are when you're not tied to them. And the best part is you get to romanticize your life again, but this time for you. Trust me, like, going through the heartbreak that I've been through, like, I've obviously had a situationship with like other people, but this was like my first real relationship. And when it ended, it really sucked. And we tried being friends and we tried being together again, and things just didn't work out. And when I think back to the time when we were together, it was really beautiful. It was special. And I will never forget that time in my life because it showed me what pure love is and how it feels to be with someone and share your life with someone. There's so much beauty in that when you truly love someone and you're like obsessed with them and you just want to like literally chill on them on the couch and like watch a movie, and you just want to be with them all the time. And he was so special to me in that time of my life, and I'll never forget it. But you can't keep your mind stuck in the past of what was, because people change, like relationships change, and some things just aren't meant to be. And as sad as that sounds, sometimes you have to kind of come to terms with that and like just swallow that bitter pill and accept things, because that's the only way you're going to be moving on. And if you can clearly see that someone just isn't making the effort with you and isn't willing to try and isn't willing to treat you how you deserve, then like honestly, what's the point? Like you've answered your own question already. At the end of the day, the best revenge isn't proving to him that you've moved on. It's actually moving on. It's becoming so wrapped up in your own joy, your own growth, your own adventure, that he becomes nothing more than like a passing thought, than like a really good memory from the past. And when that day comes, when you realize that you're no longer looking back, that's when you'll know that you didn't lose him. You found yourself. I honestly wish you guys were like chilling with me right now on the couch, because it's one of my favorite days because the weather is so good. Like it's like the perfect amount of like a breeze, but the sun is out, the sky is blue. I'm not sure if you've heard me say that so many times in my vlogs, but I love this type of weather. There's just something so relaxing, like a quiet, mellow, chill afternoon on the couch, watching some reality TV or watching a really good movie. Just the vibes. I wish you could feel how chill I feel right now. But anyways, back to your normal scheduled programming. You are not defined by like who loved you. I feel like sometimes in the past we like hold on to these relationships that we've had with friends or people, and those things that have like hurt us start defining who we are, and we aren't defined by who we loved. You are defined by how you love yourself. So get up, okay, put on your best outfit, cut the shirts, play that song that I told you about or any other song that makes you feel good, and start living again. Throughout my own experience and like the hard lessons that I've learned throughout my life, I feel like your true power as a woman is that it's about owning your and not giving a single damn what anyone else thinks. And listen, boundaries are your best friend. Don't let people walk all over you. Be clear, be blunt, be honest. If someone's acting shady or like wasting your time, cut them loose. No explanation needed. You're not here to like keep people around who like can't handle your energy, your peace, or anything like that. It's like, it's sacred to you, so protect that. So stop holding back. Own your power, own your mistakes, own your emotions, okay? Own who you are unapologetically. So what I would love for you guys to do is like, please DM me your favorite post-breakup anthems. I'm honestly keen to hear them. And also share a moment when you realize that you were finally over your ex. I'm super keen to hear that. And if you need a sign to choose yourself today, this is it. This is what this episode is for, okay? This is why I'm chilling on this couch talking to you and we're hanging out. It's your sign to choose yourself. And put on that jam, play Blue as Flame, and just like vibe out, honestly. So chill out. I love you. I'll see you next week. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe on YouTube. And also follow, subscribe on Apple and Spotify. I love you. Peace. Bye.